welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 286. My name is Jason Erpling. I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC. I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com, BuyandSellDVC.com, and MyWWHome.com.
And today is July 29th, 2026, which means 11 months from now is going to be June 29th, 2027. And I'm just going to say 7 months from now is February 28th, 2027. We don't really have a February 29th, 2027. Anyway, we're on to the buy and sell side of things. Now, I don't know where you're watching us from or what's in your news cycle, but down here in Florida, a big thing this year is talking about Florida property taxes. Because increasing the homestead is going to be up for election in November. And I just wanted to mention something about the annual dues when it comes to Disney Vacation Club property. Whereas, you have Florida property, like when you buy a home, it's they're determined by taking your property's assessed value, subtracting applicable exceptions, and multiplying the result by your local millage rate. So, you can have, depending on when you bought a house in the market, like right now, currently in Florida, you can go to a neighborhood and some house can be a 2-story house with the pool and have all these things, but they're paying way less taxes than someone that has this house over here. It's a much smaller house, no pool, but because it depends on when they bought the homes. But when it comes to Disney, like the annual dues at Saratoga Springs are $8.14 a point in 2026, and that doesn't matter if you bought in this year, if you bought in last year, if you bought in 2010, or if you bought in 2004. So I think it's the Disney system to me is a very fair system because you know exactly what the dues are when you're getting in. You don't have to worry about, well, what if I'm buying it when the market's high and then the assessed value is high, or this guy bought it when the value was low, he's paying lower annual dues. Everyone's paying the same annual dues. And again, it doesn't matter if you bought direct, you bought resale, what year, the annual dues that come out every year, they're the same for everyone. So, I don't know what's going to happen with the Florida tax. I don't know if Scott has anything he wants to add.
Not really. I don't think a big deal.
Every year, every time someone's been on the ballot regarding the tax, it's passed, except for 2018. It only got, in Florida, it has to get more than 60%, not more than 50%. So in 2018, it only got 58%. It didn't pass. So it will be interesting to see what happens this year because, most people are concerned about the price of property insurance, but this is on the property taxes. And now we're on to the food review of the week.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
So for today's food review, I'm still acting as Debbie because, again, I was gone for several weeks. So it's going to be Debbie for a couple more times because I wasn't here to eat anything. But Debbie Allen says, I got the Carrot Cake Whoopie Pie from Karamel Kuche in Epcot for $7.99, which I have had this before as well. It features 2 soft carrot cake rounds sandwiched with a generous filling of Werther's original caramel and salted caramel buttercream frosting. My, oh my, this was so incredibly good. The carrot cake itself was very nice size and very moist. I'm a big fan of anything salted caramel, and the buttercream frosting did not disappoint. The added touch of caramel blends beautifully with the frosting and carrot cake. I love practically everything from Karamel Kuche, and this was no exception. This one is a winner, and I definitely recommend trying it if you have not already. My only complaint was that I wish it was a little less expensive. However, it is a very solid snack. I give it a 9.7.
Nice.
Now, I've had this one as well. Personally, I like the one that's got the gingerbread cookies on there as well. They serve for like the holiday season. It's very similar to this one. But this one was very, very good too. But I like the gingerbread one just a little bit more.
And now we're on to the DVC-Rental. Look like Scott's bringing up everything that's hitting the discussion board.
There's been a lot of stuff that happened. And a lot of it was while I was away. One of the big things everybody's been talking about is Disney has announced that they're not going to bring back the Gingerbread House this year for the holiday season. It was dropped in 2025 when they were doing the massive lobby renovations. But everybody thought it was going to come back this year, but Disney has said that it will be permanently retired and not returned for the holiday season.
And this is at the Grand Floridian.
This is at yes, thank you. This is at Grand Floridian. Disney's official statement said that to help to keep the lobby flowing smoothly for resort guests, the traditional large gingerbread house will not be offered this year. It says instead of a massive 14-foot tall house that has anchored the lobby every Christmas since 1999, which it thinks that you're losing that tradition since this is from 1999, Disney's culinary team will be creating a new miniature gingerbread displays scattered throughout the resort. Personally, I think it's a bit of a letdown. I don't know if a lot of... There's been speculation online about they're trying to stop people from resort hopping, from taking Disney's transportation to go to as you mentioned last week, for Saratoga Springs, to use that Disney transportation to keep people from hopping on the monorail and just come over and check out the lobby and try to keep people. The lobby can get very, very crowded during the holiday season. So a lot of people are saying that's the reason, is that it's the great resort hopping crackdown is what they're calling it. It's a large holiday draw that Disney's getting rid of. So it's like, is Disney protecting the premium experience of the paying Grand Floridian guests who just wants to navigate their own lobby? Are they alienating locals and day trippers and fans by turning away people? That's as when the house was kept in 2025, everybody assumed there was a temporary pause. Now that the construction's wrapping up, fans are realizing the new lobby layout with the new perch bar, it might not have been large enough to really support all these people in there. So they're going, is it they're cracking down? Is it just because they've already built something else now, and how is it going to work? Now they say, what else is going to happen? What's going to survive? It's there's Contemporary, Beach Club, Boardwalk, Animal Kingdom, as of right now, are all still scheduled to have their typical Christmas displays, but anything could possibly happen as of now. But as they mentioned, Grand Floridian Gingerbread House, which has been around for 26, 27 years this year, is going to be gone. So Disney's upsetting a lot of people recently, so I don't know how it's going to go. But
I think back to the late 90s. Again, I'm talking about 1900s again, back when I was a blacksmith. There's, again, like my wife and I, we didn't do this, but there was, there was so many people that, let's just say a couple wants to, they live here locally and they just want to go to the Grand Floridian on the Sunday to hang out by the pool. Like, however they would get in there, it wouldn't be an issue, And I mean, there's no chance of that, to me, that's happening now. Because it's like everything is,
it's because everybody did that. There was not enough parking when everybody goes over there, and locals. As you know, you and I are local. I mean, to sit there and say, should we be able to just drive over to a Disney pool and just use their pool? Like, I don't think it's really fair.
And also just the numbers.
It's a great short. Yeah, exactly. Like, picture Beach Club. Picture the pools. How crazy busy it would be if every local and everybody from all the other resorts could all choose what pools to go to. Everything would get overcrowded. It would just be a nightmare. Parking would be a nightmare. The pools would be a nightmare. Like, it's just too much overcrowding. And I understand why Disney wants to keep something special for their paying guests. This is a lobby, so I don't know. I'm hoping that it was just there's not enough room now with the perch bar and everything there, and not a just we're cracking down. We don't want the riffraff coming in and day trippers coming in to hang out in the lobby and ruin it for the guests staying here. I hope that's not the case, but I mean, very, very easily could be.
Because now, again, I don't want to create any controversy by asking this question. But now, if you're, like, let's say you're staying off property, let's say you're staying on 192, and you want to take the monorail through the resorts at Christmas, like, there's not really a way to do it, right? Which
you could very easily park at Magic Kingdom, hop on a monorail, and drive around.
But you're paying the parking fee.
You're still paying the parking fee. And Polynesian does not have a big Christmas display, and Bay Lake Tower Contemporary doesn't really have a huge display. The main one was Grand Floridian. The other stuff like, Animal Kingdom, Wilderness Lodge have amazing, just, big giant trees and everything, but there's no easy monorail access there. They can control who gets in very easily just by, the gate attendants. So we'll see how this works out. But I mean, I love the way the resorts are decorated for Christmas. So it's a little sad to see that the gingerbread house is going to be gone. 'Cause that was a big one.
All right, now we're finished.
Yeah, we're finished.
We'll see you next week.
This guy. Wait a minute. Hey, we're done. So thank you for watching. Have a great day.